To something we've already been talking about this morning, the closure of Johnson's Ironmongers in March. It's been serving customers since 1839. The owners say one of the reasons they're shutting down is because people just aren't mending their stuff anymore. Instead, it's much easier to throw it away and go get a new item from a big store out of town. Well, one man who's happy to hark back to times when we were all a bit more handy is Neil Mackay, the owner of Mackay's hardware store in Cambridge, who is in the studio with me now. Good morning.
Good morning, Claudice.
So, do you think and do you see evidence of the fact that we are losing the ability to fix things?
Well, definitely it's true that people seem to have the mindset to throw things away and just go and buy a new item. I support a very growing organisation called the Repair Cafe, which is a fabulous organisation, started in Amsterdam about 10 years ago by somebody who was trying to change the way people do this type of thing, and it's now got over 1,200 of these repair cafes. Cambridge is a real hub for it. There's about 12, 3 in Cambridge, and most of the villages around Cambridge have a repair cafe, and it's a brilliant concept insofar as it acts as a great social hub. It brings people together, maybe often neighbours who don't even know each other, and it brings people who are really good at mending things and people who are really need things mended into one place, and it's a win-win situation.
So how exactly does it work?
Well, basically it's on a pretty much a free basis. They do ask for donations if you feel so, like giving something, but basically it's a case of bringing people who are really good at an expert at making and mending things into a room and inviting people from the community who want things. So often you have a situation where maybe your microwave door has got a catch broken or something. You chuck it in landfill, whereas with a very simple mend, in fact you can have that for many years to come. And anyway, Cambridge, if you go on Circular Cambridge or Google Circular Cambridge, all the repair cafes are listed there, and it's run by a really fantastic team of people. I got into it via somebody in my village, a guy called Chris Muller, who's sort of really dynamic and has got this working around Cambridge. But we wanted it to expand and grow nationally.
I think one of the great things about it must be that there is somebody there who is capable, who has a flair for fixing things, and you can watch and you can learn, because I'm certainly the kind of person who learns from doing and from being alongside somebody. I certainly wouldn't get anything from a manual.
Exactly, and part of the ethos behind Repair Cafe is that the people who are doing the mending teach the people who want something mended how to do it. So you expand people's knowledge base, and it's, as I said before, a win-win situation.
And of course there's a bigger picture here. When we hear so much about plastics in the ocean and looking after our planet and being less wasteful, of course one way to do that is to buy things that you can fix yourself, and when they get a hole, when they become dysfunctional, just tackling the problem yourself.
Well, quite so. My forebears always brought me up to believe that there's always a solution to a problem. Whenever a customer brings something into our shop, if we haven't necessarily got exactly what they want, there's always, a slightly unfortunate turn of phrase insofar as there's always more ways than one to skin a cat. You can always find an alternative way of doing it. And all you have to do is turn your mind to it, in fact, and apply a bit of logic, and often you can find a solution.
So you have a hardware store in Cambridge. We've been hearing this morning about the store in March, Johnson's Ironmongers closing. It was sad. I mean, it's been open since 1839. Do you think there's hope that stores like yours can thrive in this day and age when our skills are dwindling?
Look, everybody doesn't have the right to be in business. We have to have good reason for being there, and basically be able to offer a service that is needed. If we don't have a service that's needed, then we ought not be in business. So we work on the principle, let's see how we can add value to what we're doing and provide a service to the customers. Hopefully that will mean that people will come through our door.
Well, thank you very much. Neil Mackay, the owner of Mackay's hardware store. I'm really itching to have a go. I mean, I'm so impractical, but I'm itching to have a go at fixing something. So many of your